Please get your hands together. Make it loud. Hilarious. Brandon Barrera, everybody. Let him hear.
Eric Drescher, everybody. Come on, let him hear it one more time. Yeah. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. No, I'm doing all right. I've been thinking about this. I'm turning 29 in a few months. Yeah, no one cares. Realized that very quickly. 28's been nice. Having a good time. I just thought that by the time I had reached this age, I would know more stuff. I'd have it all figured out, and I don't. I think I know just about as much of the world now that I knew like 20 years ago. Like I was in Europe. I was doing shows abroad for a little while. Here's one thing I didn't know about people abroad until I got over there. Maybe you guys already knew this. Do you guys know that everybody over there just fucking hates us? In case some of you knew. Yeah, I had no idea. I had to find out in the weirdest way possible. I was in the UK first. I was in London, and I was doing a show just like this in front of 350 people. It was a theme show, though, where the audience is actually encouraged to boo you off stage. Yeah, at any point during your set, if they don't like you. But if they like you, you get like 5 minutes, right? So I go up, grab the mic. First words out of my mouth, I go, "Oh, I just got into town from New York." Yikes. Dude, I'll never forget this. One guy in the back stood up immediately, started shouting. He was like, "Fuck! Yeah!" And you guys don't really know me, but like, this is my face all the time. I smile through any situation because naturally I'm a very optimistic person. Even when he said it, I was like, "Nah, he didn't mean that." He was like, "Why would somebody just say that, you know?" Also, 4 years ago, I was walking around London. If I just told anybody at that time that I was from America, they were pumped. Because people used to love us, dude. So I was like, something changed. What changed, right? And right where you're sitting, ma'am, there was a lady, and I had to ask her for help because I was sinking badly. People were already starting to boo. I said, "Ma'am, help me out. You can speak for everybody in here. What is your problem with America?" And she stood up and she yelled, "Guns! You guys have a fucking gun problem, mate." Which, I know that's a divisive topic, and I'm looking at some of the faces in this room. And sir, I just want you to know that wherever you stand on that topic, just know that I agree with you. Okay, so... But I have no horse in the race. I'm not a gun guy myself personally. And I said back to the lady politely, I said, "Ma'am, I'll have you know, I've never touched a gun in my entire life." And then as soon as I said that, the same guy in the back stood up, he started shouting. He was like, "Pussy!" Yeah, and then that guy got a standing ovation. They had a timer and everything, like on stage with me. They clocked me at 1 minute and 7 seconds. That's how long I lasted. Yeah, and that's how I made it back here tonight. So it's good to be back. There was another lady who tried to contest me on something else regarding our politics. She stood up right after the gun lady and she said, "I don't like your abortion laws. That's why I hate America." And my only response to that was, "Lady, I had nothing to do with that. You got the wrong guy." And ladies, for what it's worth, I think abortion is casual, so. All right, this one might not make the tape, okay? No, I do. Here's how I know. The other day I was going to hang out with a friend, and when I got to her apartment, she was already making us breakfast, and I was asking her, I was like, "Hey, so what do you got going on today?" And she was like, "Oh, you're never going to believe this ex just got an abortion, and now I'm going to make these eggs." So. And that kind of made me uneasy a little bit because I didn't know how to respond in the moment, so I just thought I'd make a joke about it off the top of my head. So I was like, "Oh, big day for eggs," you know? What else do you say to that? She looks at me, she goes, "You know, it's a bad joke." I'm like, "Well, you're a bad mom, so I don't know." All right, you guys gave that one a chance. I'll be honest, Alabama fucking hated it, so... Yeah. I'm not a political guy. Didn't grow up like that. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Yeah, nobody likes us. I realize that. Because, like, you guys watch the news. South Floridians, we don't contribute much to society in a positive or negative way. You know, I come from a long line of people who have no idea what the fuck is going on at any given moment. The election just passed. I don't even think my mom should be able to vote. Not because she's a woman, just because, like, the way she votes... No misogyny jokes. Got it. Okay, good. Well, the way she votes is ridiculous, though, right? So Trump was going against Kamala. I called my mom leading up to it. I go, "Mom, who are you thinking about voting for? What are you thinking?" She goes, "Oh, I'm thinking Kamala." And I was like, "Okay, why?" And then she was like, "Ah." Son, honestly, she just seemed like a really nice person. That's why I'm going to vote for her. And it was funny because when she said that, it reminded me of a story my buddy told me growing up, because he grew up in Bedminster, New Jersey, before moving to South Florida. And he told me his first job as a kid, he was a caddy at Trump's golf course in Bedminster. And he told me his first day on the job, he'll never forget it, Trump himself gave him $100 for no reason. Yeah, so I told that story to my mom as we were talking about the election. There was a long pause. She goes, well, now I don't know who I'm going to vote for. So, you're confusing the fuck out of me, son, actually. Yeah. I don't know. Getting closer to 30, and I'm just more concerned about stupid stuff in my 20s right now. Like, I like going out. I'm in my prime shaking ass years. Just like going out and shaking my ass. I know it's got to stop at yeah, me and this one lady. All right, great. But it's nice, you know? I'm looking forward to other stuff right now that I'm more focused on. Like, when I go out, one of the things I'm thinking about is, who am I going to meet in the bar bathroom tonight? Because girl or guy, we can all agree, you can't beat drunk people camaraderie in a bar bathroom. It's unmatched. Like, I was out recently, and I was fucked up. I'm in the bathroom of this bar. I'm peeing next to this guy at the urinals. He looks over the divider that was dividing us, and he peeks down, he starts laughing. And I was like, what's so funny? And he goes, you got a nice cock there, buddy. Yeah. Now here's the thing. There's a few guys in here. We've all had that same shared experience, I think. But I think it all comes down to who you are as a drunk individual that will ultimately determine how you respond to the situation. For me, I'm very fun. So I can take it, give it right back. I look back at him, look down at his, I go, you have a nice cock too, sir. Have to reciprocate. But then as soon as I said that, because there was only 2 urinals, we were both using them, there was like a little line that formed behind us. So all these guys in line are waiting for the urinals, they're hearing what we're talking about, they start laughing. One guy steps out, he goes, dude, I'm sorry, we're all talking back here. Are you guys up there talking about each other's cocks? Me and the guy peeing next to me started laughing. We go, dude, drop your pants right fucking now. By the time I left that bathroom to go meet up with all my friends, they're like, dude, you were in there for a very long time. I was like, I just made 7 new friends. All of them pantsless as I was, wishing me well as I was leaving. Now, here's the thing. I think that's a problem, though, because, like, I go out a lot, and financially that's not good. Because also, financially by this age, I thought I'd be more well off. That's not the case either. Like, I'm not dying, but, like, if I leave this room tonight and I lose $100 and I can't find it, I will pass away. Yeah. On the flip side, if I leave this room tonight and I find $100 on the ground, none of you will ever see me again. Right. And I'm single, which I think that has something to do with that too, because by now I should be married and having my first child. But like, I'm still going to the bar acting like that like little hopeless romantic optimistic guy, where like before I go out, I'm like checking myself out. I'm like, ooh, tonight's the night. I'm meeting love of my life tonight for sure. And it hasn't happened yet. Because I'm also the kind of guy to get to anywhere I'm going, I won't talk to a single fucking person. But then still, I'll get home, I'll close the door and be like, we'll get her tomorrow. She's out there tomorrow. But recently I was out, and this was a good night. I was having fun, I was shaking my ass, and there was this girl. She was at the bar, she was gorgeous. And I went up to her, and I was like, I'm going to shoot my shot. Because I thought it was her, So I went over to her, I go, hey, I just got to let you know, I think you're very pretty. She looks at me, she goes, like, you should tell my boyfriend that. That was fucked up. That sobered me up immediately. I was like, oh, no, please no, I do not want to do that. She goes, well, that's too bad. You're going to have to tell him yourself because he's right here. Goes to pull this guy aside that was standing a few feet away from her. Taps him on the shoulder. She goes, babe, get a load of this guy. He just said I'm very pretty. I'm non-confrontational, so I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Had no idea you guys were even together. I'll see myself out. As I turn to walk away, this guy leans into his girlfriend and goes, babe, that guy has one of the nicest cocks I've ever seen. So, thank you so much. Yeah. Anyway, it's good to see you again, sir. Yeah. But I am single, and, that's not really a problem. And, it's fun. It's good. But it's like, I feel like I'm getting bad advice, really. That's what it comes down to. Because at this point in my life, guys have a lot of advice for each other, but it always sucks. Because we just genuinely don't care. Like, I was talking to my buddy the other day. He's also a single guy. He goes, dude, forget being in a relationship. We just got to get laid. And I was like, okay, what have you been doing? He goes, 100% success rate on this new dating app. It's called Field. Okay? If you're on Field, it's great. If you don't know what it is, picture the horniest dating app you've ever downloaded. Okay? Pretty much you just cut right to the chase. Do you want to have sex with me or not? It's great. Very sex positive app. Love it. Right? So it's like 3 a.m. I'm drunk. horny. I download the app, set up my profile. Now I'm just horny in bed, swiping at everything. I'm playing the absolutely game, just like absolutely. Please. I love you, you know? Within like 10 swipes, I matched with this girl. She was gorgeous. She was from Italy. I thought that was pretty cool. Her name was Stella. She messages me first. She goes, "Hi, my name's Stella. I'm Italian." And then she sent me a nude photo of herself. Yeah, I was like, well, this app actually works. I got that photo. I was like, well, case closed. I'm marrying this girl tomorrow. This is the love of my life, right? And now we're sexting because we have to. The conversation just went from 0 to 100 as soon as she sent that picture. So I'm sexting her. I'm like, ooh. I'm gonna get you. You know what I mean? Because that's how we sex, right, fellas? So, you know, she texts me back. She's like, ooh, wait till I get you. You know, it's good. So now we're playing nude ping pong. Like, I'm sending nudes, she's sending nudes. I'm sending nudes, she's sending nudes. So she sends me a nude. This time she captions it. She goes, "Baby, I want you to send me a video of you sucking your fingers." Now, here's the thing. Before I tell you that I did that, because I absolutely did do that, because I mean, fellas, back me up. We're talking respectable, gorgeous Italian woman. That picture could have said, "Hey, buddy, sit on a pine cone." I'd be like, well, I don't really want to do that, but baby gets what baby wants. Ciao bella, you know what I mean? You have to respect the Italians. Is she Italian? No, all right, well, but you have to respect the Italians, right? So I sent her a video of me fisting my entire mouth. Because players play. You have to play. Right. So I sent her a video of me choking on my whole hand. She responds pretty quickly, disregards the video, kind of insulted me. She goes, "Baby, I have a confession." I thought we were still sexting, so I was like, ooh, confession time. I love confession time. "Tell me anything, baby. Your secret's safe with me." She goes, "My name actually isn't Stella. My name is Rahid. I'm a man from the Middle East. Brandon Barrera, I'm sextorting you for $1,600. I've screenshotted this whole conversation. I'm prepared to send all these pictures and videos to everybody you've ever known, including your entire family and friends, unless you wire me this money immediately." Yeah. Okay, so let's circle back. So I've told you guys about where I'm at financially in my life. In the heat of that moment, I was like, "Rahid, for $1,600, why don't I just help you send the fucking pictures? Quite frankly, how do I get your job on fucking ZipRecruiter? Like, where do I apply? Why don't we just team up, Rahid and Barrera, LLC? I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I know a lot of sick fucks back at home. I'll have all their cocks in a photo album by the end of the night. We'll be millionaires by the morning, buddy, you know?" But it is a nightmare. And usually what happens to guys when this happens to them is that they'll go on social media, they'll announce to people, they'll say, "Attention, friends and family, I've made a terrible mistake. In a few moments, you might receive a picture of my throbbing hard cock. And for that, I'm eternally sorry." Hashtag hags, whatever you want to say. So, I was like, I'm not going to be that guy. So I called my buddy in a panic, who had me download Field, and he gets on the phone. He's like, "Hey, how's it going? You meet anybody yet?" I go, "Dude, I do not think this app is for me." And he goes, what happened? I go, "Well, I met this girl. She was gorgeous, from Italy. Then she turned out to be this guy named Rahid from the Middle East. And now he's using all the lewd photos and videos I've been sending her to sextort me for $1,600. I shit you not, without even hesitating, my buddy on the other end of the phone just goes, "Ah, shit, that happened to you too?" You guys are great, man. Give it up one more time.